How's it going, all you most amazing people? I'm your host for today, Landon Dallating, and before we get into this video, I want to remind you guys that I have a daily vlogging channel and I actually travel quite a bit. I actually just got back from a trip. If you guys want to watch it, you guys can click right over here. There's some pretty crazy things that happen while we travel, so if you guys are interested in that, click over there. Also, I'll put my travel vlog in the description below. I'll link to it. Okay, so there are many external factors that pilots have to take into consideration when they're trying to land a plane safely on the ground. Even though pilots are highly trained, things can go wrong in the air, and unfortunately plane crashes can happen. So if you're a nervous flyer, this video probably isn't for you, because today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 plane landings gone horribly wrong. Alright, so starting us off like we always do at number 10 with this rocking horse for a plane. Whoa, what the heck did I just watch? No thanks. I would not want to be on this plane. I mean, this is supposed to be a plane landing. I don't want to feel like I'm on a jerky rocking horse holding on to my dear life. This is not enough to make me want to ever fly again, but I love to travel and this hasn't happened to me yet. So I'll keep on flying until something like that happens to me and then I'm done. Nosedives comes into number 9. I can't believe I'm talking about this, but take a look at this clip. The nose of the plane is literally being dragged on the runway. If I was on this plane, I would be sweating buckets, especially if I was the pilot. It looks like the weather conditions are good, so it's either a new pilot or maybe, no, he had a little bit too much. Either way, I hope this pilot isn't flying any more planes. This fail makes its way into number 8. Okay, so this pilot was destined to fail since the beginning when he came down onto the runway. He was coming down like hella crooked. I mean, buddy, I'm not a pilot. And I even know that if you want to land, you have to be well balanced before attempting to touch the ground with the wheels. And I like how the pilot was just like, F it, I'm not landing today, and then he just took off into the air. Number 7 takes us to the landing gear that malfunctioned. Okay, so I'm not sure if this was the pilot's fault or a mechanical's fault, but it's still pretty damn scary. Take a look at this. Holy is this real life right now? Guaranteed all of the people on the right side of the plane had a heart attack at the same time. The landing gear was like, nope, not today. This probably cost the airlines a lot in repairs and paying people to be silent about this horrific landing. But it's on the internet for us to watch. Just once, because I ain't watching that again. Worst spot for a runway ever comes into our list at number 6. Honestly, I don't know what's worse. Coming up with the idea for putting a runway that leads into the ocean or allowing it to happen. Just watch this insane clip. See what I mean? Any sane person would tell you that this is a recipe for disaster. I would prefer to run into the ocean myself for a quick dip. I don't need my plane to do that for me. I think everyone's vacation plans were ruined that day. Automated plane crashes into number 5. Alright, so this is apparently the first plane that is completely controlled by a computer and not by a pilot. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but take a look at this.
This is the first fully automated plane flown by a computer.
As you can see, things didn't turn out great. Maybe we should stick to pilots who are highly trained and put thousands of hours into flying instead of putting our lives into the hands of a damn computer. Number 4 takes us over to the huge blow up. This plane came down too fast and it just had a tough time trying to recover. As you can see, the plane completely flipped over and caught on fire, and it ended up with a huge explosion. This is absolutely terrifying, and I feel so bad for the victims and for their family. The water crash landing comes into number 3. Be warned, this one is hard to watch. I couldn't imagine ever being in this situation. I mean, how scary would this be? Having the oxygen masks fall down and being told to brace yourself for impact. The words you just never want to hear. So you know what, let's just move on to number 2, the desert disaster. This is definitely one of the worst plane landings that I have ever seen. Take a look at this. This had to be an emergency landing because they were forced to attempt to land on the desert sand, which obviously isn't a stable enough ground for the plane to land safely. This is absolutely horrifying, and my condolences goes out to all the victims and to their families and loved ones. And now finally, at number 1, we have the unintentional plane landing. There must have been a major malfunction on this plane because look how this thing landed. This definitely earns the number 1 spot on our list. It is so horrific, and it's terrifying to think that this was a major airline passenger plane where many people unfortunately lost their lives. Well, there you guys have it. Hopefully I didn't scare you guys too much. I know for me, I do travel a lot, and yeah, it has me questioning things. I make sure the airlines is reputable, it's big, but we've just learned that it can happen to any airline and to any plane. So just make sure you guys fly safely, and thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.